Hey friends, it's New Year's Eve and I'm getting ready to roast a chicken. This is my simplest but favorite meal that I ever cook. And I usually cook it for people who've traveled. And so we call it traveler's chicken at our house. And so yeah, here we go. So we start with just a whole chicken, and I've got an onion here and a celery. And I've been traveling myself, so I don't have fresh herbs today, but I have some thyme and a bay leaf, olive oil, chicken broth, salt and pepper. So pretty simple list of ingredients. You can doll it up more if you want to. You can put butter under the skin. You can add scallions or garlic or fresh herbs, but this is the simplest way to do it. I like to use the celery that has the tops, and I'm just going to break it in half. That's what I usually do. And put them inside. Quarter piece of a large onion. And put that inside. And then I'm just going to drizzle olive oil. This is kosher sea salt and fresh cracked pepper. And then I'll put the bay leaf inside and just sprinkle with some thyme. And then I'm just going to put some thyme in the pot and pour some stock in it. So now it goes in the oven. I'm going to start it really hot because I got a little bit of a late start this morning. So it's going to start on 400 degrees for about the first 30 minutes. Then I'll turn it down to 350 and cook it for 2 more hours, maybe 3, depending on the size of your chicken. But we'll come back and show you a video of what it looks like when it's done. So now I'm going to start some wild rice that we're going to have with the chicken later. I'm going to start by just cooking in the wild rice in the rice cooker. Okay, so while that's cooking, I can get my mushrooms. I have a shallot. So shallots and onions and celery. And I've got just a fun forest mix here, which is really yummy with wild rice. We live near Boulder, Colorado right now, and the farmer's market has the best mushrooms. So now we just have to wait for the rice to finish, and we're going to put that all together. So now we're back. We're going to do the last step to the rice pilaf. And then the rice turned out good. Put this in a dish and put it back in the oven. Now I'm going to do a little prep work for the squash that we're going to have later. So this is a little butternut squash. The smaller the better. They're sweeter. But I'm going to use my favorite new peeler for this. I love this thing. It fits around your finger like a ring. Now I'm going to get this out of my way, and I'm going to use my new favorite dish to put all this on. This is something made for me by Meredith. She made the indentions of lyrics to one of my songs around the edges of this plate. So I love this. Thank you, Miss Meredith. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna cut the ends off. Stand it up and cut it in half. And now we have to scoop out what's inside. And I love using this little tool for that. It's got some teeth. It's for making melon balls, but I don't make too many melon balls. You can chop them up if you want. It's the holiday meal. I think I'm just gonna leave them whole and keep it simple but pretty. A little olive oil and just a little salt. Pepper. This is a nutmeg grinder, which is super fun. And you can store the nutmeg in the top, and then it grinds super fine like a pepper grinder. All right, so these are gonna be super fun. They're gonna almost taste like pumpkin pie because of the cinnamon and nutmeg. And after they're cooked, we'll drizzle them with a little bit of maple syrup and yum. Every meal has to have something green, right? So for this meal, we're going to add broccolette, which she should have been in the musical, right? Broccolette. We're just gonna steam it and let it be the plain Jane of the meal. One little trick that I like to do with green things that I cook is soak them instead of just rinsing. So broccolette's gonna get a bath. My little steaming basket, about 1 inch or 2 of water in the pot. I will typically bring it to a boil, keep it covered, but take it off of the heat because you don't want to mush it. Boys, this is what Grandma does when she makes gravy. She puts it in a jar with the flour and she shakes it up. This is my favorite kind of whisk to make gravy. It's got a little spiral. All right, so I think everything is done. And broccoli is not mushed, so that's good news. The gravy got thick, that's good news too. Chicken looks good. The squash looks perfect. Wild rice pilaf.